Good morning. Hopefully the music didn't bother you. I had to put it on. I enjoy listening to some classical music. Get the day going. Are we gonna have a good day today? I think so. Okay, let me get situated here. Set up everything so that I can see. Okay. Alrighty. Good morning. Let me move. All right. So, look like we're gonna have one of those big days, potentially even better days tomorrow, as the crisis in the Ukraine is averted, right? Was there any question that the crisis will be averted? Sure. I put in some stop yesterday. Thankfully, nothing triggered, so I didn't sell out anything. But precautionary step, always a smart thing to do in case. I was never in any doubt that the crisis would be resolved. The only question is how far Putin will push it and how far NATO will be stupid about it, okay? At the end of the day, you got to understand NATO is the US for the most part. The rest of NATO, they don't do anything. They don't want to spend money. They they certainly don't want to shed any blood. Okay, so NATO is a farce. NATO exists for the sake of the US flexing its power over Russia. Okay, and it's not welcome. We should learn that by now. The Cold War is over. We should be more concerned about how the Chinese will be much more difficult to deal with down the road. Okay, enough political talk, because you know how people are. I'm sure not everybody in the chat room or watch this video agree with my political views, because some people just love war and mongering, right? Warmongering, because that's how they are. Natural born killer. Good morning, Crapplebox. So let's see what the Nasdaq's gonna do. The QQQ look like it's gonna rip to 853. I closed out my put yesterday. I have a put spread on. Perhaps I closed one out too early. I bought put higher, I sold put lower. In a perfect scenario, I did the right thing as far as close out the put higher, but I should have let the put that I sold expire worthless. I would have pocketed an additional couple $100 if I did that, because there is a little chance that the Nasdaq's gonna drop down to 320, right? Basically, I bought QQQ call at 348 strike, which was pretty good, and I sold put 320, and I closed it out yesterday. Both make up $100. Could have make another couple $100, but that's okay. A winning trade is a winning trade. All right. So look like the Nasdaq's gonna bounce. The question is, how far is it gonna bounce? Okay, so let's take a look closer. Right now, pre-market show a 353 bounce, 353. So it's gonna bounce like to like around here. All right. So that's the, if you can't see right here, is a Fibonacci line. Okay, that's the key. It's not random that it's bouncing right to the Fibonacci line. This line right here, look at that. It was support for 4 days in a row here, and the market went up to the next Fibonacci line. It went from one fib to the next fib. Ain't that amazing? Ain't that random, right? So hang around one fib, went up to the next fib, fail. This is very bearish. Okay, whenever you see a hammer like this, bearish. Not a surprise, it dumped. Yesterday was a kind of like a neutral day, right? When I see a candle like this, it's kind of a neutral day. And today we're gonna have a hammer up. All right, could be a hammer up. The opposite of this hammer down could be a hammer up. And who knows? Can we run back to the fib line of 366, the resistance? Yes. Okay. As always, we go from level to level. We don't dream of up here. I told my brother this morning at 7 o'clock, yes, we're gonna have one of those rip your face off the short, but don't think too far ahead. Okay, we go from one level to the next level. Right now, look like we're gonna gap over right at this fib line right here, likely cross the 20 MA and back to the next fib by tomorrow. Okay, that's a likely scenario. Okay, so fib to fib, level to level, MA to MA. That's how we look at things. We don't look at pie in the sky. We're not looking at to the moon. Lockheed Martin. Remember, I've been talking about Lockheed Martin almost every day because of the crisis. What did I say? If you didn't sell here, if you didn't sell up here with all the fear mongering, what are you doing? What were you doing? At what point do you think it's going to go higher because of what? More death and dying? Well, guess what? It's gonna gap below the 20 MA at 3. Right now, pre-market is looking at 380. Okay, 382-ish. So it's gonna go down to here and likely back down to 365. Okay. Now, why is this line such a critical point that I talk about endlessly for the past 2 weeks, right? For the past 2 weeks. That line is very, very tough. Look at this. See this? See this? If you didn't see the writing on the wall right here, right here, right here, then you're pig-headed and stupid, period. Okay? Anyone that ran around and recommending buy Lockheed Martin at the all-time high here, or well, not the all-time high, but at the 52-week high, at the resistance because war is imminent, you know, next time, put that person on the do not listen to. All right, it's just nonsense. Okay, Tesla. If you bought Tesla like I did on the trend line and you hold on like I did, however uneasy it was, where next? Where is Tesla potentially can go? I discussed this with my brother this morning. Okay. The next spot that Tesla need to go and get over is right here. There's a conversion of resistance and the 20 MA around 919. This is where he sold last time. Okay, my brother bought down here at 850-ish, got out at 919. Same thing. I told him same thing. Does that mean that I told him that does that mean that when I get to 919, 920, sell again? I said, just wait, be a little bit patient. This could be a multi-day up move because the short is not going to cover everything right now. But if we can get over to this point, the next likely spot is right here. The range, the book profit is 973 to 990. Why? You get the fib, and then you get the conversion right here. This is a very tough conversion here. You get the 50 MA and the 100, okay? It's conversion right there, right above the fib. So this spot right here, 973 to 990 is gonna be the end move, okay? I told my brother, if I have 4 shares of Tesla, not much, okay? I get 4 shares, he has more. But I told him, if I have 4 shares, I watch it right here. If it hold, depending on what it's doing right here, I might sell 1. But for sure, the other 3 will go up there, okay? I'm not holding for 1,000 or 2,000, 1,200 or whatever, all right? So that's, right now, that's my plan. Depending on what's going on at 920, I might sell 1 and then the other 3 up there. Google. I have 8 shares of Google, so a lot more Google, okay? My lowest purchase of Google was 26 something, 2662 or something like that. So right now it looked like 2745. All right, nothing to do here. Google, the first spot of concern for me is right here, 2809, okay? That's the line I want to see Google get over. I am in no hurry to sell any of my 8 shares of Google. Let it run, okay? Let it run. Can we get to 2800? I think so, but that will be the first spot that I think Google will face some profit taking. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. We worry about it when it get there. Texas Instrument got the downgrade yesterday. Do I care? No. Right now, it's looking at 165. That's fine. Let it keep. Let it get. I have, how many share do I have of Texas Instrument? How many share? That's the question. How many share do I have of Texas Instrument? Not a lot. I didn't buy like a whole ton. I bought like 5 and then 5 and 5, but I kind of lost track how much I actually have. Texas Instrument, I had 20 share. I bought 4 times, 5 share each time. Not a big position by any means, okay? Do nothing there as far as Texas Instrument. Now, if it go up and go sideways, would I add more? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Because I'm far from finishing adding to, you bought 3 to 4 more share of Google. I did not buy any yesterday, but I bought before. Okay, not, I bought on Friday. So altogether, I have 8 shares. The highest I paid was 28.10. I bought 28.10. I bought, my first one was at the Gap. What else did I buy yesterday? I bought a little Microsoft at $2.95. So right now it's 300. That's fine. Nothing to worry about there. I bought a little bit more Nike. Yes, I did. So let it rip. Nothing. Let's see. Starbucks has some news on China. So what's going on with Starbucks? It doesn't matter. Starbucks, I would keep on adding. Okay. It's hold the line. It bounced off the line, and even with the little negative news out of China today, I think it'd be okay. So my ultimate goal is to own 300 shares of Starbucks. Right now I'm up to 140 shares, so I'm almost halfway there. Walmart, I'm not touching it. My brother and I talk about it. We're just like, given that earning is 2 days away, we're not gonna want to touch it. But if you want to gamble, this is not a bad spot. Okay, Walmart at 133, 134. This is a pretty good level. See, look, pretty good level here. Unless the market like dump hard for whatever reason, I think Walmart is one of the less risky stock. Okay, I avoid using the word safe. There's no such thing as safe. When earning is the 17th on Walmart. So yeah, I don't want to touch it. Okay, but like I said, worst case scenario for Walmart could be 126. So let's say if they have horrible earning, something bad, they come out with some. These are the kind of thing you don't want to hear from Walmart. Supply chain issues still going on, wage pressure, margin squeezing. The typical nonsense that you don't want to hear that would knock the price down. Okay, so the last thing you want to hear from Walmart in 2 days are those kind of things, and then they're gonna guide down all that stuff, and then you're gonna see, wow, can you see 126? Heck yeah. Would I want to take that kind of risk? Okay, once again, let me educate you on why I don't like Walmart. What is the upside? Right here, 133, 134, right? The upside is what? 142, $8, right? Upside, $8. Because look at this conversion of resistance up here. Okay, unless we are in a rip roaring bull market, what makes you think it can go past those resistance? Okay, so yeah, the upside could be $8. The downside, as I just told you, is like 126. Okay, it's almost 50-50, right? I don't play in any game that is 50-50. All right, there is no the risk reward, as I mentioned before, I need to see something better than 50-50. Ideally, 2-1, 3-1. The bigger the better. I don't want to go in any 50-50 chance. Okay, 50-50 ratio of any kind of upside downside is a no for me, because that's no, forget it. Not gonna happen. I prefer 3-1, but that's dreaming, right? Dreaming. What else? Qualcomm. I bought a little Qualcomm. That should be okay. Today is gonna go up, but not a lot. Look like 167. Look like, yeah. See, Qualcomm could be worth adding here, because even though it looked like it's bouncing, it's not bouncing a heck of a lot more than other things, right? Because let's take a look at the SMH, maybe because the SMH is not super strong. Yeah, SMH is facing issues here. Okay, the SMH is bouncing to right here. It's facing the resistance here. Okay, so oh, give me a second. I gotta answer the door. That was the power company. They are still working on the power issues. I think they are uninstalling the power line that go down the street behind in the house. They're still working, on the underground stuff. But I think my power source now is from the underground stuff. Good morning, Midnight Rider. Okay, so back to SMH, because I think the SMH is gonna face a little resistance here. That is gonna put a cap on all of the semi rebound. Okay, right now Nvidia look like it's bouncing to 251. No man's land. Okay, nothing to do here. There's nothing to do here. Heck, if Nvidia get to 265 there, you might want to take some profit there. Okay, between 265 and 271, that's going to be the spot where a lot of people is going to step up and take profit. Okay, because if you bought down here in a 230 to 227 range, you got a good 10% move here, right? 10% move in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, traders will take the money and run. So SMH, AMD, since we're talking chip, AMD 118. See, look like a lot of semi are bouncing to resistance. See, 118 right there, right now. Okay, so I wouldn't be adding to any semi because look like the horse is pulling the carriage. The horse is the ETF. Okay, the ETF is gonna control the movement of many semi. So nothing to do there. Nothing to sell and nothing to buy. Correct, Philip. Since you haven't been on my channel, I have lived in this house for 11 years, and before the pandemic, which is 2 years ago, the power company called me up and asked if they can get permission to dig, because they dug the power on a sidewalk across up and down the street, but outside of my front yard, they need to install one of those big boxes that control the power. I don't know what they are, but they need permission to to put the big box out there. And they told me in the 9 years that I live here, this house lost power over 100 times. Yes, they said it, over 100 times. Insane. So trust me, no one is happier than me. They would have done it last year, but the pandemic kind of stalled everything out for 2 years because we signed the paperwork, we got the, permission, all that stuff, and then the pandemic hit, and then we couldn't do it at all last year. And now that they've been working on this now for 4 months. So yes, everybody on this street is super happy. For those that follow my channel long enough, when the hurricane Irma hit here in 2017, we lost power for 14 days. And this street here was out of power the longest. We were the last street in Florida to get our power back. That's how bad it was. We were the least important of all of the state of Florida. It was insane to log into the power company web and see the map of power outage and how many tens and thousands of households that was out of power, and they keep going down from tens of thousands to the thousands to the hundreds and down to the 200 home, and we didn't have power. Insane. Okay, so trust me, no one is happy than this street to have underground power because we got screwed so hard. All right, what other? Okay, Dick's Sporting Goods look like it's gonna. Would I add to Dick's Sporting Goods here? Yeah. Nike, yeah. Hey, Nike hold, okay? Nike hold the line. If I like Nike in 145, 144, at 143, yeah, I like Nike. I think my friend is bummed because he was doing so well with Amazon. It's back to where he shorted, okay? So I'm not sure what he did. I haven't asked him yet, but he was looking to cover at 30.19, 30.20. So I don't know if he changed his mind late yesterday and cover because the news seemed to be, he might have, okay? He's very quick trigger. So yesterday when things start to sound like the crisis in the Ukraine is going to be averted after hour, I wouldn't be surprised at all if he cover Amazon. Would not be surprised. Pfizer. Look like it's a weak one. I would not touch Pfizer here. I need to see it get over the line, right? This is not the kind of thing I want to see, okay? But if it can get over the line, I'm okay with Pfizer again. For now, it's a no touch, okay? No touch for Pfizer. But XBI, I talk about XBI many times. XBI. I like XBI, okay? I like XBI. I like XBI since it's down here, okay? I like it more. I like it more and more and more. So it's fine. Sure, it's weak the prior 3 days because the entire market was weak. What do you expect, right? Costco. Oh yeah, Costco. Costco is gonna rip to 510. Okay, so Costco is gonna come right to the resistance here and see if it can get over. Okay, so you got the 200 MA right here, right? So if Costco can get over this resistance, we can see 520. Okay, we can see 520, and what would I do? Look to get out at 528, right? 527. You betcha. You betcha. I'm not gonna be sitting here at 527 and say to the moon. I will be cashing out between 527 and 533. That's the spot that I want to get out of my Costco. I only have a few shares that I bought at 502. Okay, so I had more order below at 501, but it never got there. Did we talk about Target? Yeah, Target. I like Target. Nothing wrong with Target here. Oh, Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Anthem, the parent company. Okay. Would I buy here? If it hold, yes. Small position, because this is an expensive stock, very volatile, but I would add Anthem here, okay? I would love to add the Anthem at 437, 438, but adding here is not a bad idea either, because this stock can run hey, you can go back to the all-time high in 2 days, the way it runs, okay? So I wouldn't mind taking a little risk there as well. Let's see, my brother texted me a couple of times. He's had to run out doing some errands, so he's gonna miss all the early action. He won't be back until lunchtime, so I told him nothing to worry. Let things run, okay? Let the short cover and let things run until I don't think the short is gonna be forced to cover a lot today, because it's not 100% done deal as far as the Ukraine crisis, and we just have to wait until tomorrow, Wednesday, to have that done. But for now, we have no fear, okay? No fear. Oh, JPM, JP Morgan. If you bought JPM with me between 150 and 152, you're in the money, okay? Let it ride. Let it ride. Where would we sell? Same place, 157 to 160, okay? That's where we want to go. This big green line right here, the 200 MA, yeah. We want to get out there. But for now, let it ride. Goldman Sachs. I would buy Goldman Sachs here. Yeah, I would buy Goldman Sachs here at 362. Yeah, I would. Especially when we get 10 bucks here. We get a potentially $10 to $12 of gain here. So look at 3 or 4% gain. Yeah, that might be a stock that might be worth adding. But you know what the rule is? The first 15 minutes, we do nothing. Okay, we're not doing anything. Markets open 9:30. Here we go. Here at 360. All right, let things play out. We don't do any trading. Correct, Doc Ali. Russia is returning troops. That's why the market went up today. It's not rocket science, okay? I've been saying it for, well, did I say yesterday that if we have this, it's gonna be a rip your face off kind of short covering. If you just came on, Doc Ali, you can see that I talk about how, you know, if you own Lockheed Martin, you should have listened to me every time I get to the resistance to sell. Hoping for higher, for war and death. Wrong. Okay, so oil, now that the crisis could be averted, oil is crashing, so Exxon Mobil below the 20 average, do nothing. Okay. My friend shorted. My friend shorted oil, okay? He shorted Exxon, so he's looking for more, much more. Halliburton, nope, no touching that. Chevron, no touching that. See, they all gap right below the support, so see ya, see ya. Cheaper gas is coming, people. It's coming. One of the stock that I've been looking to get in and out, and I'm just missed it. I just missed a chance. Yeah, coming. Yeah, I've thought about coming. I was waiting for it to come down a little bit lower, but I think there are room to run with coming. CSX, railroad. That was a good spot right there to buy CSX right there. Good support right there, okay? Bounce off that line 3 times in the past month. Strong support right there, okay? Let's draw that line right there so that we know. We know next time we're not gonna miss that, okay? Right there. My brother and I was watching CSX, and we thought about it, but didn't do anything. Okay, CSX. How about PayPal? The thing that people like to talk about. PayPal finally. We'll see. Okay, it is the bottom end. 113 was a low yesterday. That's the 52-week low. That's like a 2-year low or something. It's ugly. PayPal is so ugly. Okay. We'll see. We'll keep watching PayPal for a signal that it is done. Okay. Square. Looking good. Square is looking very healthy. Okay, very healthy. So if you bought into Square below 100 or around 100, you are done. You have got yourself a 10% plus winning. So congrats. Congrats. I like AXP. Way too high. Nothing to do there. MasterCard. No man's land. Nothing to do there. Visa. No man's land. Nothing to do there. Home Depot. Bouncing, okay? All right. I wouldn't touch it. Nope. Would not touch Home Depot here. It bounced, but it's in a sector that won't do well if rate is going higher, okay? The best day of Home Depot is behind it. Is Home Depot worth trading? Yes. If it dropped down to here, I was waiting at 345. It never got there. But now that it's here, I wouldn't touch it. The risk reward is not there, okay? Especially with the 20 MA crashing down, it might get stuck right here at 360-ish, okay? So yeah, no, it's nothing there. I'm not touching that. Intel, it's okay. Intel, it's red today. Let's take a look at the SMH. SMH 271. So SMH is fighting. Okay, SMH is fighting to get over the resistance here. Big move. Okay, this is a big move here because if this stick is early, okay, you're talking about the first 5 minutes of the market. This might not hold, but if it can hold up here and go higher, it will pull up many things. So I think Intel here is. I like Intel. You know, it's down a little bit, but it's okay. What else is down? What other chip is down? Is AMD down? No. Is Texas Instrument down? No. Is Qualcomm down? No. Is Nvidia down? No. Okay, so Intel is kind of like the ugly stepsister here, being the only one of the many big chip that is down. It's down 14 cents. Nothing to worry about, okay? Would I add to Intel here? Let me see. Let me think. Well, I would, but not in the first 15 minutes. I'm not going to do anything. But Intel, okay. the risk reward here is decent. Okay, I'm not, see, look, you go back to this, it's, what's the downside? The downside is right here. Okay, can Intel go 10% lower? Yeah. Okay, but the upside, can Intel get up here? Yeah. It's okay. The risk reward is slightly better than 50-50, but it's not quite 2-to-1 yet. So no rush to get into Intel, but it's okay here. I mean, I wouldn't hate it if people say I want to buy Intel. Wouldn't hate it. I have Intel. I do. I have a I believe just like 50 shares or something like that. It's a small position. It's not something that I'm ready to commit much more. Okay. Not yet. Not with Intel. How's Walmart doing? Walmart bouncing to 135. Not doing anything with Walmart. How about Nike? Nike 145. Okay. Like I said, I'm not selling anything as far as taking profit on anything. It's nothing. It's the market is doing well, but it's not like, oh my God, I gotta take some profit off the table kind of stuff. Oh, gold. Gold. There you go. Look at that. Remember what I said? Did I say this yesterday? That if we have no war, gold will come right down to the top of the trend line as support. Did I say that? Not random, okay? It's not random that gold open and hit the spot right here. Not random. So what was resistant for gold? See, resistant, now could be support. So it could be bouncing down here, okay? Look like they need to. It's just a power line, people. Asking for more permission to go to the backyard where the chickens are. Disney. Doing okay. Okay. It's doing good. It jumped to 154, so if you have Disney, and I have some, do nothing. But for sure, keep your eyes out on 157.5, okay? That could be a spot to take profit. All right, if you have Disney that you bought down here, watch out up there. Netflix, and we talk about streaming, Netflix going sideways, that's okay. Roku, not doing too hot. Oh, how about GE? Something I was watching. GE, yeah, it's no man's land. Nothing to do there. Nothing with GE. How about Boeing? Something I haven't traded in a long time. Boeing, oof, no touch on Boeing. Okay, look, this big fat resistance up here. See, this moving average is capping it. Not touching that. How about coffee? Yeah. Let's see, what else would I look at? Have I looked at everything? Look at my list here of things I was looking at so that I can move on to my day. I'm not buying or selling anything. Just let all the pushes that I made last Friday and yesterday, let them pile up the winning. Oh, BTC. BTC is once again trying hard to get over the resistance. Bitcoin 44.5. It's trying. We'll see if it, it failed many times. Okay, look, fail, fail. So the day is early. It could fail again. So let Bitcoin. How about Ethereum? Ethereum, yeah, no man's land. Nothing to be excited there. Okay, sure, it's nice that it's up, but there's nothing to be excited about these things. No. Facebook, it's 219. It's all right. Okay, it's okay here. All right, it's been hanging around here now for a couple of days. It's all right. I mean, if you want to add to Facebook here, I wouldn't say no. Okay, I wouldn't say no. I mean, I got enough Facebook, so I don't need to add anymore. But it's okay. It's kind of boring. This is what you want, though. This is what is expected on a stock like Facebook that got crushed so hard, right? Facebook got walloped, right? Seriously, got a beat up, right? One of the biggest crushing blow to a lot of people right here, and it's basing. Okay, so it's okay. You need anyone to expect Facebook to have a V-shaped recovery don't understand how the market works. Compared to PayPal, who went down even worse and keep on sliding, Facebook fared better. All right, so I think if you're in Facebook, you should feel better that at least the decline has arrested. It might go sideways for days and weeks, if not more. Let it be. It could be dead money. Facebook could be dead money for the next 2 months. Okay, the next big move of Facebook need a catalyst. If there's no news, no, if Facebook announced some kind of like wonderful news, like, oh, they fixed the issue with the iOS and now they can place more ads on the phone, something like that. Unless you have something like that, you're gonna have to wait 10 more weeks until the next earning. Okay, and if you're long on Facebook, you would hope that they will be able to resolve that in 10 weeks so that you don't get another sell-off. Okay, so for now, Facebook is boring, going sideways potentially. It is what it is. Okay, stock, can go through this low stage for weeks because for those that got blown out of Facebook here, right? It's gonna sting a little bit for a while. Not everybody's gonna be able to return to Facebook without like any kind of fear. So the fear factor is there. The psychology of the market has definitely turned on Facebook, and it just need time. Facebook need 3 to 6 months of time to recoup. It has done this before. It's not the first time that it went through this. Okay, look at this. Look at this nasty move from 222 to 137. Okay, that's a big move too, percentage wise. All right, it's a big move. Facebook have done this many times, so you can't have a big move like that and expect a V-shaped recovery. It ain't gonna happen. Okay, ain't gonna happen. So if you buy Facebook here, as I did before, you gotta have at least a 3 months horizon. Okay, when people ask me in the past, like, oh, how long are you in a trade? Sometime 3 days, sometime 3 weeks, sometime 3 months. Okay, it's not gonna. There's no set time frame for anything. But when it comes down to Facebook, I would say this. If I didn't say that last week or the week before, you're gonna have to have at least a 3 months horizon because they need to prove it in a prove it to me state as far as many big hedge funds show me next quarter that you fix your iOS issues, okay, before we return to, put money behind you. So it takes time. FTCI. FTCI. I will be gone in the next 5-10 minutes unless there's other question, okay? FTCI. FTC Solar. Yeah, it look okay. Look like it's found the bottom, huh? Would I buy it? Not yet. What would take me to go bullish on FTCI right here? It need to clear this and get over it, okay? Right now, resistant, okay? Resistant, okay? Is this the 20 MA has been a clear resistant, okay? So it needs to prove to me that it can get over that to be able to say, good thing is in. But at least the risk is a lot less now, okay? If it go sideways for literally the last 2 weeks, it's let's draw a trend line. 11.2 right here. Yeah, it's ugly. Yeah. See, my friend, knowing how he trade, he would probably wait until it can clear the trend line, the downtrend line. Okay, so you can draw a couple ugly downtrend line. So, what he would likely do is buy a small position if it can clear and hold the 20 MA, and then add more if it can break the trend line. Okay, because there's a trend line that is around 5, right? So buy here, add here if it can break it, and run up, something like that. That's how he would approach it. Okay, it's not personally, I don't like, these kind of trade can be very profitable because you're talking going from 4 to 5 to 6. It's like a 50% return. But I tend to stay away from those kind of small stock because I just don't like, with high reward come high risk. But for this situation, I think the risk reward is fairly in favor of going long because it has gone sideways for 2 weeks. Even when the market was dumping, it can't go any lower, right? Let's go back. Let's take a look. Yeah, it can't go any lower. Let's see. Time frame 2 years. Yeah, it opened at the high. That's where the IPO is, I'm guessing, right? It'd be nothing but an ugly tree. Yeah, it's been nasty. This has been just one nasty downtrend for the past year. Ugly. Moderna would not touch this. If you want to trade, certainly go long. 137.7 ish might be worth a little trade, but the bounce will be slim. Okay, the bounce is to the trending MA here. So if you buy down here, if you can buy at 137, you can have a $20 window. Okay, yeah. So I'm not a fan of Moderna, but if you want to trade Moderna, it's not a bad time to buy here and sell at the 159. I wouldn't do it, but I'm sure some people might. Where can be the next level for Moderna? Down here at 117, 118, okay, 117, 116, 117. That's the next level of support. Okay, so wow, look at this thing. Insane. Okay, I can't believe that my brother bought it down here in the 70s. Down here, he bought it down here. Yeah, he got out in the 400. talking about making 4 times your money. BNTX do a little bit better, but still, I don't want to touch any one of these. No, Novavax, eek, ugly. Yeah, it's just so ugly. I can't imagine. Yeah, see, Novavax can't get over the 20 MA. It's been rejected. Look at that. Reject. Yeah, it's nah. Yeah. Is that it? No more questions? Oh, the one thing I like, Budweiser. I kind of like Budweiser here, but I'm not building a big position yet. But I kind of like it. Right now, it's in the 50-50 zone as far as risk reward kind of thing. So I'm not in it yet, but I'm watching it for potential entry. I like Budweiser. Okay, I don't see myself buying Coca-Cola, way too hot. Pepsi, I like Pepsi more. Okay, so here's a one that I would consider buying here. Pepsi. Okay, it's looking good. Pepsi bounce off the support. How would I pay Pepsi? I would write a put. Where? 165. Okay, so if Pepsi dumped below 165, I would buy it. But I like Pepsi at 165. I wouldn't want to pay 167 here, but what I would do to play Pepsi is most likely look at the put, do some kind of put spread between 158 and 165. Okay, do some kind of like put spread, call spread, whatever I can to collect some premium for Pepsi. I like Pepsi. Right here, it look decent. Okay, it looked decent. I mean, I wouldn't chase it up here because it's near the all-time high, right? So the reward is not a heck of a lot there. Let's be blunt, okay? Pepsi is very high. The reward is not there, but it might be a good play to sell some put down here in this range because there's a big gap of protection here, okay? I feel safer writing a put at like 158. Let's take a look. How would I play Pepsi? Pepsi. Option. Put. Let's go out a few months, okay? Let's go out a few months. Let's go to like April. Yeah, see, April, a put at 160 is 250. That's pretty good. See right there. So the strike at 160 for Pepsi going out to April 1st, I can get $2.50 of premium. So that would bring me, yeah, that's hey, hello, April 1st. I like that. Okay, it buy me a whole lot of protection here because look at the prior resistance right there. Okay, prior high 159.63 right there. I like it. I like that play. Right, a put of Pepsi right at 160. Even if the market crash, I think that's a decent entry right there for Pepsi. Look, it's a good. It was a resistance and then it was a support. What a beautiful line right there, right? You gotta like that. So yeah, I think my play for Pepsi instead of Bud, I'd rather play with Pepsi. Save that. Me likey Pepsi. Writing a put down there at 160 out to April. Now, would I do that today? No. Okay. But I will be watching. If we have a red day and Pepsi dropped, yeah, I would. No need to rush into any trade, okay? Be patient. No need to rush into any trade. MMM, I do both as far as scalp and swing, okay? But I do more swing than scalp because I'm not fast enough. I don't sit by my computer all day long. Usually I'm on the computer between 9 and 10 and then I'm off until lunchtime. So I'm not obsessed with like sitting here and trade nonstop. MMM. Oof. Ugly. Ugly. No, not a fan of this. Okay, not a fan of this whatsoever. Yeah, it's ugly. Can it bounce? Yes, but it need to stop. See, when you see a stock like this, what would get me to be bullish on or not as bearish on 3M? It need to break trend, okay? Because this arrested development is so ugly. Okay, look at this. It's near, okay? It's near a point where I'm like, okay. If you look at Square, go back and look at Square. Square had the same decline and then it start to curl over, okay? So if you want to do 3M, wait until it break the trend. This downward move is so ugly. Eventually, it will stop and go sideways and then break the trend. That's when you want to be bullish. Okay, let's save this so that we can go back and look and see that we were right. Okay, it's near. It's ugly, but it's near. It's near. Remember, I said Square was near 2 weeks ago, and that was a right call. I didn't buy any, but I should have. Yeah, I mean, most likely with Pepsi, I will do some kind of put spread. Okay, so, but once I shut off the chat, I will study more the option, take a look at the put spread to see what's the best way to put on a spread and do a put spread. I did that as well as just write naked puts, call spread as well. So I dabble in a little option action here and there whenever I think playing the option is a better play than buying the stock. Pepsi is a perfect example. I like Pepsi, but it's near the all-time high. I'd rather play it, way lower in case of a crash and still collect some premium. Oh, I did buy some Martin Marietta. So let's see, where is it? Martin Marietta. Okay, nothing to do here. Do nothing. Do nothing. It is at the tough spot here. So you get the conversion of, whenever you have multiple moving average conversion in the same spot, it's always a struggle for that stock to do anything. Okay, it need to have a big push to break over it. Otherwise, it's just like trap. So Martin Marietta, I bought Martin Marietta down here at 360, 370. Well, I bought at 373 and I bought more at 368. So I'm in the money. Okay, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that it need to show me that it can break over, and then I can aim for 399 for a sweet exit. That's my plan. So yes, Joel, I like MMM. Is that it? 10 a.m. Long enough. Been on for 1 hour. All right, people. Going forward, most likely this is what I will do. Okay, I will try to run the chat from 9 to 10, and then if it's worth talking after 4 p.m., I will talk with a quick post commentary video. If not, as always, if you want to leave a comment later, like, hey Nick, can you look at XYZ? Sure, do that, because Otherwise, I will talk about the same stuff that I do every day, because I'm looking at the chart of stocks that I follow and pay attention to. Okay, but I don't mind give my 2 cents, just like I did today with MMM and FTCI. So, but you need to ask. I can't read mine. All right, so that's it, people. Have a wonderful profit day. Hey, after 4 or 5 days of ugly red, at least we have one green day to enjoy, right? But today could be the first of many days. No need to run out there and book any profit. This is the first. The first day of a reversal should be taken and enjoy. Okay, this is not a one day and done kind of thing. And that's it. See you later.